yeah, that would be awesome.
But this is a very subtle dog, very strong dog. So his number one complaint is this dog pulls him all over the place, right? Look at it like this. Very strong dog, right? And that's because he's excited. He's all muscle, right? So the first thing I want to do, I'm going to check this collar here real quick. Make sure I didn't turn it off. Okay. So first thing I want to do is I got to get this dog's attention. I also need the dog to understand who's pressing the button. If the dog doesn't understand who's pressing the button, he doesn't know who to listen to. So the first thing the dog needs to do is figure that part out on his own. Alright, so the first thing I want to do is look for a reaction that the dog feels this. Now what am I looking for? I'm not looking for the dog to yell. I'm not looking for the dog to do a backflip, right? I just want the dog to stop sniffing the ground. Because I want his attention. So, I've already shocked your dog. He feels it right there. Can you see a difference? Alright? So, there you go. It's just a little head movement. A little bit to know. Now, he doesn't understand what it means. Like I said, he needs to figure that part out on his own. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start tapping the button. And when he comes to me, he's like, remember the bunch back I was telling you about? Right? Good point, good point, good point, good point, good point, good point. We'll work on his pulling in a minute. Good point, good point. Every time I say good point, I'm pressing the button. I want him to understand it's me communicating to him. Alright, so we're going to do that 2 or 3 times. We'll let him get distracted again. Like most dogs do. Now watch when I tap the button this time how he comes much faster. So when you hear me say tap tap, that means I press the button, but I want you to notice how quick I get the dog's attention when he comes to me. Tap tap tap. Tap tap. Tap, tap. He's still trying to figure it out. It'll get quicker every time.
He's not very bright.
Oh, he is. I want to get distracted again. Now you see I'm not giving him any command yet. I just need him to figure out who's pressing the button. Right? Alright. That gives me a clue that he already knows now who's pressing the button. Right? He's figured that part out. So he knows who's trying to talk to him. Now we can start teaching him some commands. What's his name again?
LeBron.
LeBron, okay. I'm going to teach him my definition of come. When I tell him come, I want him to come and hang out with me on a loose leash. Now, you already know it's pretty hard for this dog to do, right? He's a bull, right? Hopefully we're going to get him to stay there on a loose leash. And we'll see how that goes. I don't want to brag too much yet. LeBron?
Yeah, I've done 2 things. I can get him to sit, shake, hug, and sometimes stay. But he's got a mind of his own too.
Now, he doesn't know my definition of come yet, so we're going to have to teach him that. Now, what I want him to do is, you see how he's pulling all over the place, come. What I want him to do is learn him, when I tell him to come out here, what he does, he can sit, he can lay down, he can roll over, he can play dead, as long as he stays here on a loose leash. So we'll get him to understand that first.
Just the leash there.
It's like, man, you got all these dogs here, and I just want to play.
Yeah.
There you go. So once I have his attention and he's staying here, like this is what I want. I'm going to give him permission to leave. Go play. Let's go. that's his reward, right? His release command.
See how he took off real quick?
Yeah.
Because when I take him out, I make him sit before we cross the street every time, so he never walks out into the street on his own.
Right.
But when I say, come on, he's...
Oh, yeah.
Very nice. So there again, he came to me on his own. So good come. Good come, 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 good come. Right? I just love shocking your dog like that girl did. Just kidding. But look. Look how he's starting to stay here already, just after a few minutes. Before, he's all over the place, right? Go play. Oh! Pause. Come. Come. Very nice. So without using the leash, right? I got it so he doesn't run away, but I got him to come right next to me. Good come. Good come later. That's all. Good come. That's all. Good come.
He's a good boy. He's just a lot.
Loose leash. My staff was betting against me. I couldn't get this dog to do this in 7 minutes or less.
Okay, I got
This dog.
Can I add to that? Can you stay just the way you are and put one in the
Now, hang on
right
just a
here?
minute. We're going to bring in some distractions in a minute. Go play. Oh, I'm sweating on that. Ron, come, buddy. Tom. 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 Ron. Tom. Tom. Tom.
I'm sure we're a distraction there.
Tom.
His attention span is
Ron, sit. Good sit. So the same thing with the sit. We don't say stay like you were. Sit and sit until I say go play. Go play. I'm not gonna light the trick fire. I'm outside. Ron, come. Now when I want to guide him over, I want to guide him to me with the remote, not the leash. Good cut. Good cut. Good cut. So he's still wagging his tail, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bronze. Sit. Sit.
See, that's what I can't get him to do that just by saying it.
Now you get lazy.
I can get him to sit and I can get him to stay sometimes. But I think
You can just wait about
Sit. There you go. So even though with all the distractions after that light tap on the shoulder, I'm not raising my voice. I'm not turning up on this when he breaks his command. Good sit. Good sit. Good sit. Good sit. Good sit. Good sit. Can you guys see the light?
Yeah.
Good sit. Good sit. Good sit. Good sit. Go play. Oh. What a strong dog, guys.
And if there's ice on the ground,
He muscle.
He needs to get weight pulling.
cute though. He's pretty.
once he got to the point where the choker won't even choke him hard enough to even make him listen, I don't even use it. I only use it today just to have control of him around other animals.
All right, Dan, come up and pet your dog. Now, we've only been doing about 7-8 minutes of training, right? Get your dog excited right now.
That is the hug.
All right,
Yeah.
so this is
Talking about
Dad's
it.
dog. This dog much rather be with Dad than me, right? So at first he's ready to break his commands. We've only done 7 minutes of dog training. But we're going to work the dog through the distraction. And we'll get him to stay there, hopefully on a loose leash, even with Dad distracting the dog. Now, stand right there. Come. Come. Sit. Sit. Now, let's sit. Let's sit. All right, I'm even going to let him go ahead and do a down now, after I fix this and clean it up. Sit. Come. Okay, Dad, when I tell you to on the inside of this leash, sit. Sit. Now, what I want you to do right now is, without saying come or go play, you can say his name, clap your hands, do whatever you want to do. Just distract him for me if you would. Go ahead, distract him. Sit. Okay, now sit. Sit. We're going to work right through the distraction, because we've only done go play 3 or 4 times. Sit. Distraction tag. Wrong. Distraction. Remote's on my head. 1 finger. I'm not pressing any buttons to hold him here. There's no magic here. What you see is just him understanding 7 minutes of training. What is he waiting for me to tell him?
Go play.
Go play. Right? Clap your hands if you want. Now watch this. Hey. Go ahead. Distract him some more. Here's what I wanted to show you. We expect him to break the command because he's just learning. But how quick did I give him that pulled me across the room? Right? And that's what it's about, getting their attention.
How do you know like somebody who knows what they're doing as far as training to know where to gauge and set that?
We'll answer those questions in just a minute. So one of your problems, his problem was, so was anybody amazed by that? Just had a little bit of time? Trying to get this dog to do something? Right? It's very strong dog. So even a challenge for me. But the pulling on this leash, right? I can see where you guys are just going to get frustrated taking the dog for a walk. Alright, so let me see if I can fix that. I won't completely fix it, but I'm going to get him.